This is Let's Ski About That. We're on the couch right now at the ranch. That's what we call it anyway. We've got a lot of interesting stuff to cover so far. We're building a ski press from scratch, which is a questionable idea. I'm sure most of you think that, if anyone's watching this, of course. And we're going to talk about some roller skis that we have mounted telemark style. We're going to have some footage of me trying my best to not die. This is a long way roller ski, skate style. I don't have a lot of information off the top. This binder is an old Volley 3-pin that we've taken the pins out because my boot is right here, of course. This antique, this whole crispy 3-buckle, and not only is it a crispy brand, it's crispy because I've overused it. Those are getting replaced, but for now that's what we're going to use. And we're going to also get Iceman set up with a set of his own. Alright, so here we're at Iceman's place, and he's mounting up some roller skis. And then we've got some choppy footage of us trying to summer telemark. It turned out pretty fun, but we have a long way to go. Anyway, it was fun. You should try it out. Other things we're going to do is show progress on the ski press. We're going to talk about that as we get going. Various other things as we find them interesting. I'll be sharing them here on the couch. You know, this is pretty unofficial, so we're not trying to be professionals. We're just trying to have some fun. Hopefully everybody gets some entertainment out of it. A couple things we're going to touch on is a book that I found called Skiing from the Inside, The Self-Help Guide to Mastering the Slopes. So not only is this going to be a nonsense-filled video-style podcast, it's also going to be a self-help podcast, potentially. So this book is by Sara Ferguson in association with the Daily Mail. And it was printed, I don't know, based on the cover, maybe in the 80s. Let's have a look and see what we can find. London, Sydney, New York. No, that's the printers. Let's see. 1989. I'm not sure what I just said. The 70s? Did I say the 70s? Anyway, 1989. So it has gems like From Agony to Ecstasy, Balancing and the Brain, Balancing in the Body, Setting the Scene for Learning, Balancing and the Senses, so on and so forth. So I will be sharing bits of insight and self-help from this book as we go along. Some truths about fear. Everybody experiences some level of fear in their life. It is a great comfort to realize that we are not alone in experiencing fear. Even expert skiers have moments of anxiety, which I mean is probably true, but we would never admit to that. That's silly. Not that I'm an expert, but who would admit to fear? No. Let's see what else. Realize that it is you making you tense. Take responsibility for it. I don't know what that means. I'm going to check with my life coach. See what she thinks of that. That'll be funny. Yes, I do. I have a life coach because pro skiing didn't work out, so I just got a coach for my whole life. Yeah, I do. Another little book with bits of fun that we're going to have here is Ski Pointers by the Experts. So that was put out by Ski Magazine. Cost 95 cents back in the day, which is amazing. I think I paid $5 for it. Actually, maybe Iceman bought this one. I'm not sure. And this one was You'll Meet Iceman. Like I said, we're going to get him some roller skis set up, so we'll probably clip him into this stuff. And this one was printed in 1964. So that's pretty fun. They've got the basics, step turns, falling and rising from a fall, kick turn, edging, fall line, sidestep, herringbone, this kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare this type of older recommendation. Look at this great image. That's epic. I like a good hand sketch. Anyway, we're going to compare what's recommended in this book with what's recommended by the PSIAs of today. I am thinking of doing my level 1. I do teach lessons with a group here in Minnesota, but I do not have my PSIA certification because like any good certification body, I think it's a little bit unnecessary. I can ski. I think I can ski. I can teach people to ski. I've done it in the past. I don't see how it's a problem. But, you know, there are discounts and things of this nature, so I'm considering that. But really, know that I think the PSIA is useful, but not wildly applicable to every skier on the planet, because you know, there's right ways to ski, there's wrong ways to ski, and there's fun ways to ski. And I'd prefer that you find your fun way to ski, as long as it's within reason and safe to the other people participating. I don't really see why you have to have the PSI pretty, you know, the pretty turns. If you're having fun and competently getting down the hill, I think there's room for interpretation on what correct is with skiing. So, that all being said, let's hop into some video of mounting these roller skis. It was kind of fun. So this is an aluminum roller ski, and like I said, it's long way. I think it's like 100 centimeters. Does that make sense? 100 centimeters? I don't know. We don't worry about that kind of stuff. What we worry about is, you know, can it work? And I had it out on the street the other day. I didn't record it because I'm a little bit self-conscious, as I think probably most people are. And I didn't record my first try, but I am going to have Iceman record some stuff, and we will put it in here. So I've got a paper copy of this binder, which ends up looking like this. And we've got a set of roller skis, skate roller skis, which this isn't probably what you're supposed to do with them at all, but we're not worried about that. And let's get a little bit of an assist here. I'm going to lift that up so it doesn't roll away, and we're going to put this one over here so we can get an idea of our mount points. Line that up. And what we're doing here is we're going to mount some old telemark bindings. Yes, I understand. Why am I using old ones? Because I have them. And we're going to get lined up pretty close. Pretty close. I don't know if I got any good angles on this. So that's okay. We're going to work with it. And we'll get this. So pretty close. We're not too worried about it because this is a terrible idea in the first place. And then we're going to eyeball her straight. About like so. We're going to call that good. Get a little tape. Sorry while I step out of view. A little duct tape ought to work. Get a couple little pieces here. Now, again, this isn't a good idea, but it is an idea. And if anybody has some comment to share, I'm all for it. I'm not going to really worry about what everybody else has to say, because I am just doing a thing. And I would encourage everyone else to do their own thing. If you have an idea, there's no reason not to do it. So I just have a drill press here, and the holes do not match up with where I want to put them, which is why we are going to move them back. The reason they don't match up is because you're not supposed to do this. But then additionally, adjust the light a little bit. Additionally, this is a telemark binding versus a that's looking pretty good, roller ski. So the mount holes aren't exactly the same, but that's alright. We're just gonna do it. We did one already, as you can see, and that's alright. So here we go. How am I feeling? Feeling pretty okay about my holes and my location. So here's the thing, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? So on we go. Got her turning nice and slow for metal work. I'm not an expert on any of this stuff, so if I do something you don't like, leave a comment and that's fine with me. And we are through. Shut her down. I just have this clamp here just to try and help from moving it too much. There's no science here. I mean, I made a copy on the printer copy machine, and we're just getting close. The reason I went with this bigger hole is because I'm just using my standard mount screws from the binder, so they just don't quite work because they're made for wood, which I can hear some of you grumbling already, I'm sure of it. But I made the hole a little bigger, and I think we'll go for that. That might be a little off. We'll work with it. Through. And yeah, and it's just so I wanted to use the screws I had rather than trying to deal with finding a... This might not work. What I might do after this is go all the way through with like an actual like bolt, maybe some... this is what happens when you don't quite prepare for stuff. But that doesn't matter. I mean, what is this? This is just for fun. We're not professionals. Are you a professional? If you are, by all means, shoot me an email. I don't have one set up yet. It'll be something at gmail.com. Let's ski about it at gmail.com if I can get it. But I haven't checked, so whatever. Here we go. Last hole. We'll do it. Alright, that'll work, I think. Again, I'm sure a lot of you are like, hey, you didn't measure. Well, I don't measure a lot of stuff, so we're just going for it. Alright, now we move this back, and time will tell. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty similar to the other one, so that's fine. And we will, where's our plate? Here's our plate. For any of you that don't know, telemark bindings are left and right foot, but they mount square, and in this scenario they mount square, so we're not worried about that. Got some screws here. I got 1, 2. I'm prone to losing things, everyone, so bear with me. There it is. I do that a lot where I will set stuff down, can't find it. If that happens to you, let me know. It's cool. I get it. I feel for you. Now again, this is an aluminum roller ski. You'll see I'm having a little trouble getting the screw in, and that's fine. Because this isn't the best idea. But anyone who's ever mounted a ski with Titanol in it, you'll understand that sometimes it gets a little wonky trying to get a screw to go in. And you're probably all saying, how would that be? Because if you use the right drill bit, it won't be a problem, which is mostly true, but still, the teeth sometimes, or the thread on the screw sometimes is just a little wonky, and it likes to fight you. So we're getting some good here. We're getting good bite. Oh, I like this. I like this mount. Okay. I like this mount quite a bit. Alright, that's good. And I reuse stuff a lot, so you'll probably see these pop up in other videos. These particular binders, they're not good, but they're easy to move from ski to ski. And what I use them for is like if I have a pair of old skis. Like I've got some, what did I just pull these off of? I just pulled them off of a pair of Olin Racing slaloms. And this, I just pulled them off of here. I just had them out last season for fun. I don't know. I wouldn't say, let's run it right past this screen. Like so. Yeah, I had these out mostly, and we'll swing it. Ooh, yeah, there we go. I just had them in the garage, and so I got them out, and I threw these binders on quick, these ones right here, just because I could. Why not? So let me find a boot if I have one out here somewhere. I do. Here we go. This boot is on the replacement plan this season, looking to get new ones. So if anybody has a opinion, I haven't tried NTNs yet, but I do have a set of K2 NTNs that I picked up. Not a K2 NTN. The ski is a K2 with an NTN binding. We'll get some images of that, throw it in here. But all right, that looks like it'll be all right. So we got that. We just need the heel hoop, which happens to be back here on the junk pile. One thing that I'm not very good about is that everything's just in a big pile all the time. Anybody watching this at this point probably knows that about me, because I assume at this point my watchers are just people I know, which is totally fine and cool and good. So there we go. We got two roller skis, skate style roller skis, Longway brand. I'll look up some more details and we'll talk about it from the couch to look at. So other things, yeah, like I said, working on a ski press from scratch, and that's going to be great. I'm pretty excited about that. I got it all welded up and on a frame. I'll put some images and stuff in, maybe some welding. I've never welded before this, so if you have and you're watching this going, Kyle, that doesn't look right, it probably isn't. So we'll see what happens there. I did buy some what would we call that? I guess used fire hose, some used 5-inch fire hose to apply the pressure in the press. So as I work on that, I will include some video. That's over on the press, but I don't know. Other things, yeah, I don't know. We'll cover lots of stuff. We'll talk about the Midwest, skiing in the Midwest. That's where, Minnesota is. So we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about, various different things that apply to skiing in Minnesota. The old saying is, if you can ski in the Midwest, you can ski anywhere, which is, for the most part, true, I think. But at the same time, skiing everywhere is different, and it's also worthwhile to respect that. Skiing in Colorado is, as you might expect, different than skiing in Minnesota. And that's fine. I don't think it has to be the same. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get into all kinds of different stuff, so we'll see where we go. Welcome to the show. This is the first episode of Let's Ski About That. And ideally, you will make your friends watch this. That would be great. Cheers.